Well, hello everybody and welcome in to our Andor Season 2 reaction on Stephen. It is so incredibly dull, this screen I am looking at right now, that I can barely make out the title, but the title I can make out nonetheless. 1 year later, I was about to start singing Daft Punk, One More Time, but then I realised I despise that song. 1 year later, Stephen, not as big a jump as I was anticipating. In Season 2, I thought we would have quite the jump. I suppose we will, as we go through this season, though, see a number of time jumps culminating in the lead up to the events of Rogue One. Perhaps even Felicity Jones comes back at the end and we get... Well, she can't because he meets her for the first time. I was just wanting to see Jen Russell, clearly. Not going to happen, John. Shot yourself down immediately there. Stephen, looking forward to this, though. An utterly tremendous show.
Perhaps we might see Galen at some point. He might do a cameo at the very end. I don't know. I'm not really concerned about cameos. I don't even want Darth Vader in this or anything like that.
No.
I think the show stands on its own 2 feet. Quality content, quality acting, quality characters. Everything's leading to Rogue One, of course. But you're right, John. I think 1 year later, after the events of the last episode of Season 1, kind of makes sense. I think structurally, it's going to look probably pretty much the same as Season 1 in terms of those sort of time differences, but within about 2 or 3 episodes. They were almost like mini movies, and I think they'll do the same here as well.
It was a similar concept. We were kind of jumping slightly, different environments, different echelons of society in Season 1, and I'm sure we'll get that again here with Luthen, Mon Mothma, Saw Gerrera, Andor, and obviously in the Empire sense we're going to get Ben Mendelsohn back as obviously director Krennic, so we're getting different perhaps levels of imperial tyranny and governance, if you like, for lack of a better word. But really looking forward to it, man. Love Season 1. For me, it's the greatest Star Wars TV show, and it stands shoulder to shoulder with the best Star Wars output in terms of acting and writing and monologues, and just a side to the universe we've rarely seen before Rogue One. Boots in the ground, ordinary people. We kind of got it on Tatooine in the moisture farms with Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru, and also a young Luke having to go to the Tosche station to drop off some power converters. That was boots in the ground before he became a space wizard, like his old hermit friend Ben. But I digress, Stephen. Shall we get into this? It is nearly an hour long. Yeah. And a 3, and a 2, and a 1, play. Wouldn't this have been fantastic in a theatre?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. It's the Empire, Jim. But not as we know it. Sorry, that's Star Trek. Presume it is the Empire. It's very white, though.
Yeah.
Ah. Is that the first time we've seen white stormtroopers since Hoth?
I think so.
How's it look?
It's good. It's prep for a test flight in the morning. The password tonight is Kafrine.
Kafrine. Are we safe here?
So he's infiltrated the Empire?
You've just arrived, you're excited, you wanted to look around before you went to bed. We started flirting.
I like that. It's gonna be fine.
I'm never coming back here.
It's a big sacrifice.
I've had fun here. That must sound strange.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Who is this?
New pilot.
That's none of your business.
Hello, pilot.
Guten Tag.
I'll see you
Good
tomorrow.
night. Night time.
Welcome aboard.
What was that?
She said you were cute.
Cassian.
If I died tonight, was it worth it?
This makes it worth it. This. Being with you, being here at the moment you step into the circle. You made this decision long ago. The Empire cannot win. You'll never feel right unless you're doing what you can to stop them. Okay?
I need a 12-minute head start.
Is that enough?
I love how they've just dropped right into this story here and they're not giving us any sort of context as to what the fuck's going on here. It's like Star Wars of old. I'm sure it'll all play out beautifully and we'll find out.
We did see him in the trailer flying a X-Wing. A TIE fighter, didn't we?
Yeah, I think he's going to hijack it for sure, yeah. Can he fly one? I heard they're quite tricky to fly, no shields. I tell you can see where the money's went to in terms of budget though. Set design, 10 out of 10. Absolutely epic. What was the password? Kafar?
I think so.
Kafir? I can't remember. I'd be fucked.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's always going to happen. Oh, shit. Other way then. That's a bit... Oh my god, man.
That's like me in a video game.
Yeah. Oh my god, that Cassian. What are you doing, son? Jesus Christ. If it stopped it was a lip. What the fuck is going on here? I did ask you to fly. Oh man.
Oh.
And he's gone. And there's a hole in the wall. That is cool, man. Nah, that is cool, to be fair. Cassie, mate, this is an actual starship, son. It flies. You're not a fucking penguin. Penguin.
Oh, shit.
There we go. You know what? It gives you a great appreciation for how good the actual pilots are. You take them for granted.
Yeah, he's doing it.
It's going to get through in time,
He's
though.
going under. Yeah.
Great shot, man. Reminiscent of the pod race.
Yep. Not over yet.
No. What a
It
starter.
is for me, sister.
It is for me, sister. Yeah. This chap here's living a privileged life, lying in a hammock outside.
Base trailer.
That was a great shot there. It kind of moved in the rig and then someone took hold of it and made it handheld. That was really well done. Slick. The fuck is this guy? Looks like Rick Neal.
Hugh Laurie.
Excellent.
It's like a food reviewer. That wee guy who wears the suits.
Review, brah. Yeah.
Bix, wake up! Wake up! No! Hey, shh! Bix,
Yeah, she was getting tortured, wasn't she? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
you're
Yeah.
fine. We're safe.
She had another dream.
Go back
And
to
in
bed.
another
You'll be
dream,
fine.
Cassian will want to.
Cassian.
He'll be home to tomorrow.
We'll talk about this in the morning.
Cassian in the door. Love that droid.
Yeah.
It's like a dog.
Funny way it comes back to you, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's Bex.
It's been almost 3 years since the last season.
Orlando Bloom mixed with David Beckham.
What's all this? More parking problems.
The governor's ego apparently
Your
won't fit into
business.
our lot.
Is this about his new ship?
He's your friend, darling. You and us can sort it out.
Your friend, darling.
Greetings, Senator.
Yeah, I'm liking the way they're conveying her emotions there. You're seeing the different faces that It's really well shot so far. Ah, yeah.
Yep.
That was the undercover agent.
Yeah, they're just intermingling into society.
Even the set designs
Blend
are
in.
great.
Good to see
Just
you.
unbelievable sets.
Yeah.
Look at this. It's fucking unreal. I don't want to go there. That's insanity.
Beautiful, thank you. That's the last one.
Luthen,
Yeah.
Luthen.
Oh dear, you found me.
heard them there. Heard that
Doing
laugh.
here?
I'm afraid that's a secret.
You told her nothing, I hope.
Well, I only just arrived.
Oh, he's terrible at keeping secrets.
Oh, I've been practicing.
We'll see about that.
Swear.
Very well. But I will get it out of him.
What's he doing here?
Oh, man, I'm telling you, man, the technical stuff going on in this.
One take, isn't it?
Yeah.
Apparently
Technical
it's a
stuff's
secret.
unbelievable so far. Yeah, like you said, Stephen, one shot, the soft focus, characters are coming in and out of focus. It's just fucking unbelievable the way they've shot this so far. This is a step up.
The team
Yeah.
at Sinar confirmed he got away clean.
That's it.
There was a
She was from the shop, wasn't she?
Yeah.
We should have heard from him by now.
I can't transmit from here, Luthen. I told you when we landed. We're naked here. Now with Ida's signal.
Keep listening.
See, this is what I love about Star Wars. This is Star Wars to me.
I remember this this location from the trailer.
Yeah. But it's going to
Sort of
different
Wheatfield.
locales, Stephen.
Yeah.
That's like Lucas Star Wars. New worlds, new environments, not going back to the same old shitey places time and again.
Yeah. That thing should be beaten up.
Porco! You can stop right there. You got 15 blasters pointed at you right now.
Don't tell him that!
He needs to know it.
The number? The actual
Are
number?
you kidding? I'm not an Imperial pilot!
Yeah, and I'm not gonna put a bolt through you.
It's a good thing because he's not an Imperial pilot, so you're not going to put a bolt through him. Now, we need to count how many there are. That was a good shot, man. I like that.
No note,
I'm just going to keep repeating myself. That was a good
no
shot.
record. None of you were here.
Ah,
This in their calendar.
I didn't think we were going to get him
That's
this early on.
yeah.
Colonel Yularen, Governor Tarkin, all senior commanders will be notified by the Emperor any security violation will be brought to the Emperor's personal attention.
You know what that's almost like? That's like Hitler had a chalet, I think you call them, in Uber Salzburg that looked onto mountains. That's almost like Nazi shit. At a big wall with glass.
Chances are, if you've heard that sound before, you've been to the Great Valleys of Gorman. But it's a sure thing no matter which
Well, this is like propaganda shit, isn't it?
elegance
I think you've knocked the nail on the head there.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's like Nazi
Paris.
shit.
excellence
Yeah.
is known everywhere.
Which one's the Minister of Propaganda? Where's the little
That's the
club-footed
traditional
Goebbels? Is it
Gorman
him?
Valley horn.
Looks
Now
like
it's a
him.
wake-up call for the creatures who made this. Meet the Gorman Spider.
Nope. I don't want to meet the spiders. I want nothing to do with them.
Gorman is of great interest to the Empire.
The guy's he's got pure presence.
That's a stolen ship. There was another pilot here waiting to take it forward.
Stolen for who?
For the rebellion.
Whose rebellion?
Where is he?
Your friend was not friendly. He took a shot at us. Tried to make a run for it.
He's lying anyway. This guy's a test pilot.
Now, we've promised delivery in 3 years. That delivery is dependent on some version of Gorman calcite to coat the reactor lenses. Should we fail to find any alternatives, we will have to control Gorman with a hand firm enough to silence any resistance And you've been selected to help plan for that possibility.
She's almost like psychotic. And fucking often, let's hammer down any resistance. Fucking weirdo.
So how did you get here? I guess it's my lucky day. Do you think this is funny?
Think you need a shower?
He can fly it.
We need all the room we can get. Do the math. We don't all fit.
The calcite extraction, I'm assuming it's an invasive process.
The extent of our withdrawal may render the planet unstable. It's gouge mining.
There is a risk of total collapse.
9 cities, 800,000 Gormans.
Relocation would be ideal, but we need to plan for alternatives.
Gorman is neither obscure nor without political power. They will not go quietly.
Which is exactly why you're here.
He's got to teach her. Why would he do that? If he doesn't, we'll kill him.
You're not going anywhere.
He can't teach her if he's dead. Everything with you is negative.
Like killing the only pilot we have?
Well, we gotta have one of them.
Being dead is a negative.
Yeah. And it's a fact, he can't teach her if he's fucking dead.
2 days, no food. Makes everyone cranky, right?
How do you know how long we've been here?
You were not here 3 days ago when I left.
Ah.
You're the Maya Pay Brigade. What? What did you tell him? This is on you.
Crap. What's the rub? We can see we're stuck.
I know Maya.
Because I was trying to save her. We got ambushed. We lost 6 ships, 40 fighters. My brother was the only one. Your brother ran away.
How do you know Maya?
We've been supplying you along the way. But we're all part of the same rebellion.
Your friend was hostile.
He was on a mission.
We were stealing an Imperial test ship.
For who? I'm not telling you that.
Who told you?
Yeah, well, you should be more careful.
The suppression of Gorman is not a decision to be taken lightly.
I've got to be honest, this kind of chat's like Trade Federation piss.
Yeah.
I get the detail and all that, but
Gentlemen.
come on,
Thank you, Director.
crack on.
I'm not saying I trust him.
But you let him fly.
If that's the only choice.
Once we're in the air, he's in control. Rika has to learn how to fly this plane.
She's not.
So who's really in charge here? It's harder than it looks.
We know, we've seen you trying.
The drilling's easy. We can be up and running in a matter of weeks. It's the administration and security issues that are troubling.
We don't have a large presence on Gorman at the moment.
He's planned for that. We're building a new armory in Palmo.
Excuse me?
We're starting tomorrow.
You're awfully quiet, aren't you?
It's a lot to take in.
Heard you learn quickly.
I like to know what I'm talking about.
You're here at my request. I don't get to Coruscant much these days, but I do keep my ear to the ground. You're not inspired by the anti-Gorman whispering campaign.
I'm still forming an opinion.
You think you're hard to read? You need to get over that. Now, you have a plan already. You had it before they finished speaking. I want your assessment.
Propaganda will only get you so far.
Yep.
You need a radical insurgency you can count on. You need Gorman rebels you can depend on to do the wrong thing. Director.
He's a fucking great actor though, isn't he, man?
Yeah.
He's just brilliant. It's a classic Top Gun shot, but it's not Tom Cruise on a motorcycle.
Here I am.
That's a big man, it's a big hard man for London town.
Cassian.
Cassian. Truth is, he's not coming back, mate.
What are they doing?
An Imperial supply census, it's an audit, a spot check. I guess right now they're focused on Council 500. That's what we saw out there today.
If they're checking visas, we have a problem.
He knows that.
It's gonna be fine.
We'll know more tomorrow. Nothing from Cassian. I'll have a listen.
Cassian. Nothing from Porco.
Porco. Couldn't hell. It's like a fucking call sign and a new hope.
Hope for the best.
What was the name of the fat
Porco.
book friend that get blown up?
Right, Porco.
Bex is getting stood out again.
Leader won't be easy.
You'd know best.
Was he not like a heavy? That guy on the left?
Not by heart.
Yeah.
Sort of what?
And I've learned
Gangster kind of guy.
Well, it's a proud tradition in our family.
And where are you stationed? I've been training on Steer Guard, but we're all being transferred now.
Really? Where's everyone going?
We're not going back too much.
Quite the event.
There's 2 more days to go.
I always wondered where you came from.
What are you doing here?
Sculdens have climbed. We bought a gift for the betrothed.
I'm working. Are we pretending we just met?
No, you've been by the shop. Just 2 single women surveying the prospect.
You've been avoiding me.
She has.
Is everything all right? Is Marnie joining you?
We're living apart at the moment. I'm surprised you haven't heard.
I have not.
So much for the gossiping biddies of Chandrilla. And it's not what I wanted to talk to you about. I know you said you got my message. I was hoping we could discuss the Foundation.
Is there a problem?
Not like that, no.
Oh, Mon. There you are. They've had their first fight.
Oh dear. Leaders run off. You'll have to.
She's like, fuck off, I've got more important things to address here. They're doing a really good job of capturing her.
Yeah.
Darling, what's happened?
He's a child. He won't hold my hand. I keep trying and he keeps pushing me away.
Fucking hell.
So terribly sorry.
It's important to see moments like that with Mon though, because you're seeing the different aspects of her life. She's having to balance big things, family matters.
You are talking about is a mutiny.
It's not a still going on.
I was always supposed to be in charge.
I never heard that.
I want to hear it from Maya.
That might take a while.
She's dead.
She's not.
You saw nothing.
Yeah, you tell him, Rika.
Step off, Roud.
Maya comes back and we're not here. There's going to be noise about it.
Hey, you take it back.
Get done. Your brother stole our ship.
Say it again.
Whoa.
Bad idea, Crow.
There we go.
Come here, liar.
You're not even good at that.
That's the pilot fucking gone. Cassian's like, fuck this, I'm away. Oh, they're going to blow the ship up, the fucking idiots, man. Well, I tell you what, Stephen, that's a step up from the first episode in season 1, which was no harm to it, man. It was a great show. Season 1 was great, but it built to be a great show. The first 3, 4, 5 episodes were slow, man. It was like Star Wars meets Emmerdale. It was slow. That's much better already. There is elements in there that are a little bit snoozy.
Yeah,
I mean, the whole stuff about spiders and mining and this sort of committee meeting type thing, but we're getting to see the sort of Imperial side of things, where you see Luthen and you see Mon Mothma and you see the likes of Saw Gerrera, all the different elements within the rebellion who are fractious and come together. You're seeing that.
The most important part is don't do this too often. I get it. Listen, it adds realism. It adds realism to the characters as well. You touched on it there with Mon Mothma, that she's trying to juggle a personal life, a marriage, a career, a political life, and then obviously the rebellion as well, and try to juggle all these things and keep them, and hidden obviously the rebellion side of things. And I mean, it's 1 year later, but you sense that it's just a continuation, obviously, of the same situation they were in a year previously.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of cloak and dagger stuff going on there, and we're seeing the main players almost speaking in riddles in public. But one of the things I did like about it was structurally, we had 3 stories going on, as you said, with Andor in this predicament with these morons, wherever they're from. They were almost like a sort of ragtag gang from Guardians of the Galaxy, with James Gunn's brother.
Yeah.
That crew. And also you've got the sort of political side.
That Yondu's sort of pirates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yondu's pirates.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they're reminding me of. And Mon Mothma and Luthen. And yeah, I just think in terms of the Krennic stuff, I was surprised to see him coming into this so early on. But see if he's available and he wants to do this, then you're going to utilise him as much as you can. I get it. The whole sort of mining thing, we'll see how that plays out. Hopefully it's not. I get it's obviously leading to obviously a bigger thing. Yeah. And we saw that
for the
in
reactors.
season 1 as well. You know, with the prisoners building those parts, they dwell on the sort of detail.
Well, I think, Stephen, it's to show that the more they start firing up production and try to get materials to build this Death Star and fit the time frame that they've outlined to have it finished, the more tyrannical and the more desperate they're going to get, and the more hardship and pain and suffering there's going to be for the little people, or even the more influential people on these different planets, and you're going to see them getting ground into the dirt. And obviously that's going to lead to more sympathy and backing for the rebellion, and ultimately you'll see it all come together. I think that's what's to show. I mean, it was boring the way they outlined it with this fucking meeting, but again, it's just to show you all the sort of important figures. I forget their names.
Yeah.
The women.
There's levels, John.
Yeah.
The thing about Krennic I did laugh at was how many names did he drop in that speech.
Yeah.
You know, he has got a snivel inside to him as well, which I like. And
oh yeah, he's very powerful.
It's almost like flexing to all these other, Imperial officers to remind them his level and all this. You know, and although he's so down the rankings when it comes to Tarkin, he'll mention him. I was just having a conversation with the Emperor yesterday.
If we don't meet this, then you can be sure I'll be having a conversation with Sheaf. You won't.
Yeah.
You'll have a conversation with someone who'll have a conversation with someone who may have a conversation with Tarkin, who will then have a conversation with the Emperor. You're not that important, Krennic, mate. You really aren't. You think you are, but we know you aren't, because we've seen how it ends. You go whining to Vader.
They think he is.
Yeah, they do, yeah. That's at its level, Stephen. And I'm glad we're seeing that with the Empire side of things as well, the Imperial side, because for a long time we had that little mama's boy fucking eating cereal. I'm sure he'll come back into it. We had, I forget her name, blonde character. We had the older chap. I forgot all their names. It's been 2 years or something. And that was really hitting. They were all kind of low in the sort of ranking of the Imperial side of things. Now we've got Krennic in there. You're starting to see different levels.
And it's deliberate, John. It's deliberate from Lucasfilm. Hence why they're giving you the first 3 episodes right away, because they understand that it's a bit of a slow burner, and I expect the next 2 episodes to be the same. As I said, I think it's going to structurally be exactly like season 1. You know,
it's necessary though, because it sets the story up, and then ultimately you're building off a foundation. Stephen, everything there that I loved about Andor season 1 is there. All the different societal sort of figures, all working hard to get a common goal, but doing it in different ways. You're seeing the struggle, physical side of things. Andor is in there, trying to steal things and nearly dying, and he's having to deal with these shit kickers. And then you've got this sort of highfalutin party where they're sipping champagne or whatever the Star Wars Galaxy equivalent is. They're all struggling in their own ways. I thought they'd done a great job there of showing Mon Mothma's face. Deliberately put the camera on her when she was walking. She was always walking towards the camera. You could see her putting on smiles. And then when she was on her own, you could see the stress, the worry. So they're capturing all that
Technically
brilliantly.
done, it was a masterclass. Just the technical aspects, those long sort of scenes, and the tracking shots. You mentioned that one going into that trailer as well.
Yeah.
It was almost like a long shot, and then it went to handheld.
Yeah.
It's things you pick up. Obviously,
Chandrilla
we've
stuff.
been doing this a long time, but it's really, technically it's high level.
It is. It's fantastic. You can see why they've spent so much money. Ultimately, you can see where the money's went, unlike other Star Wars projects where 300+ million or something's been spent and you're pondering just where the hell the money went to. Because it was hot garbage, as some people like to say. I don't. But that's going to round up episode 1. What's your thoughts in 1 year later? Oh, we're getting another episode. Wow, can right into episode 2. Not at the moment, we're not. What's your thoughts on 1 year later? Thoughts on the second season in general so far, without spoiling it? We are only one episode in, if I can speak the King's English. It's late here, and I'll try to catch up my hydration levels. They're never quite at optimal. Share your thoughts down below about our reaction, about the episode, about Cassian and Andor. Anything at all you want to share. I just love that robot. Allows me to take the piss because he does it, so I'm only doing a mimic of him, an impersonation. Share your thoughts down below about anything though in the comment section. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications straight to one's eyes for the entirety of this season's reactions. And until the next time, all that's left to be said is thank you for watching this, and bye bye.